morning everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, it's going to be a little bit shorter. We are going to be replacing the window on my Volvo 240. So if you don't know, I actually cracked my window not that long ago. It was maybe like 3 weeks ago, I think. It was stupid. The window was already chipped, it got caught in the mechanism, and as I was rolling it up, there's too much pressure and snap. It just shattered in a million pieces. So it shouldn't be that hard of an install. If you're following along, which is probably why you found this video, you probably Googled how to replace a Volvo 240 window. This is going to be a tutorial, so it's going to be super easy, step by step. I'll show you how to do it, and yeah, let's get straight into it. One thing I do want to mention real quickly before we get started into this is that my name is Max Jolly, and I make automotive content on YouTube, mostly about the Volvo 240 that we're replacing the window on right now. It would mean so much to me that if you have found use out of this video or enjoyed it, if you would subscribe, like, leave a comment on something I could have done better, or something about the Volvo that you noticed that I messed up, or anything like that. But thank you so much, I appreciate it. Let's get into it. So the first thing we're going to want to do is remove this lock as such. It just unscrews. The next thing you're going to want to do is pop off a tab that would be here and here. I don't have them on my car. I'll show you what they look like on the other side. These are the two tabs that are missing on the left side, right here and right here. These should be easily able to be popped off with a flathead screwdriver or any plastic pry tool you might have. After you pop them off, you just want to get a longer Phillips head screwdriver and loosen these two screws. And there's our second screw. So this is our piece out. As you can see, the two screws are very long, so if it's taking you a long time to get them out, don't worry, it's just because they're long. And then this part, this tab at the top, should just snap right out. The next thing you're going to want to do is carefully pry off this little plastic tab with either a flathead or a plastic trim removal tool. A flathead works just fine and won't damage your parts because it's really easy to remove. Next up, as you can probably guess, there's a screw right here, which we have to remove as well. Once you've gotten out your handle and screw, set it to the side and make sure you don't lose this piece on the back because there's a second little washer spacer. So put these to the side, make sure you don't lose them, and let's move to the next step. One thing I did forget to mention is that if you have speakers in your car, they're super easy to remove. You just pop off the plastic cover. It should look something like this right here. Pop this off using a flathead or other tool, and that's just 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that hold in the speaker, 2 plugs, and you should be able to remove this just fine. My car didn't come with speakers, so I just have a hole. The next thing we're going to try and remove is this plastic trim around the door handle. So once again, you get a pry tool, either an interior one or just a flathead, and pop that off just like so. If you have a fully intact Volvo 240, there should be a cubby that runs along right here, held in by a little screw here, there, 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 and there. They're all just Phillips or flathead little clips. I'll show you when I remove that one right there. But if you do have one of those, it's super easy to remove. That's the step you're going to have to do next. So as I just mentioned, this is what you're going to have to remove. It's super easy. Put your flathead in there, twist it 90 degrees, and then it pops right out. And as you can see, our door panel is already starting to come out. After we removed all of those items, we can slide our panel up and out. Next thing you're going to want to do is remove this foam insulation piece, and it's super easy to do. All they are is little tabs you just have to pull on from behind, but be careful because these are at least probably 30 years old if you have a Volvo from around my time. So just be careful when popping them out because they could break easily. Next up is this plastic piece, and it's so easy to remove, not even held in by anything, so just take it off and set it to the side. This next step is optional, but it's highly recommended. For me, it's necessary, and for you it might be as well. but as you can see, my window shattered, so there's a ton of glass in here. So the next step is going to be to grab your shop vac or any vacuum that you might have and start getting all that glass out. And while you're in here, make sure you like vacuum all these little like dust spots right here, just because it makes your car a little bit nicer, a little bit more peace of mind that the inside of your door is clean. And while you're already in here, you may as well just do it. So that's gonna be the next step. Put you back on the tripod and we'll get to doing that. Now that all the glass is out and we've finished vacuuming, we can start removing the actual bottom metal piece of our window itself. Let me actually go show you that on our new window so you can kind of understand what we're looking at. As you can see, this is our new window and this metal piece is what we have to remove. You can probably recognize this from inside the car, and this is obviously all the new glass. So this is what we're going to remove next. There was a bolt and a little clip. Same for here. This one is impossible for me to film, so I'll do my best to show you where it is. This one is the same as this, you just can't see this one, and you can this one. So I'll do my best to explain how to get this one out, and I'll show you how to get this one out. It's super easy. So our next step is going to be removing this little tab right here. All you're going to need is a flathead. It's super easy. You just pry up on this part right here, and then push outwards. You can probably do it only with your fingers. You probably don't even need a flathead. Oh, there it goes. So apparently it goes flying, so make sure that if you're in somewhere where there's a lot of crud around or where it might get lost, don't lose it, because you need it and you cannot lose it. And I think the red washer also just pops off with it. Yep, there you go. It's plastic. Don't break it. That's all you gotta do for that one. So the next step is we're gonna have to remove another one of those clips. So as you can see, I'm right here in the car, and you want to remove the clip that is right at the tip of my flathead right here. So see that little metal piece? So you see that little metal piece? That's the bracket that we have to remove. I don't know how I'm going to film me getting this off, so I'm just going to take it off real quick and show you how to remove the glass and metal piece that is on the bottom of our window. So I've gotten the two pieces off. It's actually really easy to do. It's just that I can't show you on camera, as I mentioned before. They're super easy to pop off. You can reach in there with one hand. I have small hands, but even if you had like normal size hands, it'd be super easy to get these off. Putting it back on might be a little bit tricky, but we'll have to see. Shouldn't be too bad. So we're gonna put these aside and move to the next step. Real quick, I forgot to mention that there's another one of those little tabs right behind this pinion, I guess, right here. So you're gonna have to remove that. It's right there on the tip of my finger. Again, I can't really show it to you, but you'll have to just trust me that it's there, and I'll remove it real quick. Now that that final metal clip is out, we can remove the metal bracket that I was showing you before. Once you removed your metal bracket from your old window, it is now time for reassembly. So I've already put my window back because I was working some from the day before. I lost the footage, it was all over the place, a big mess. We're here now. After you take out that metal bracket, the next step is to put in your new window. Now the rest of it is just the exact opposite of how we took everything out. The door card, the foam, every little screw, everything that goes here, just put it back as it came. So I'm gonna time lapse that, and that should be a wrap for this video. We should be all set. The window works now. See if I can grab the handle. Where's the handle? Oh, it's sitting there. So yeah, I can show you. Here's the handle. Fully functioning window. It goes all the way down and all the way back up. Probably could do with a little WD-40, but works perfectly. So that's it pretty much for the install. I'll time lapse me putting it back together, as I said, and I'll see you in a second. Stop. Stop. Damn, that was loud. I wonder if you guys could hear that.